fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 99.
On first down, McMillan. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yep. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now this throw caught left side. Give him 12 yards there.
Nigga break on the ball before the receiver, dude. Like, that is so... Man-to-man defense, something else.
Let's have a first.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Jackson will throw again. It's caught. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, he'll let this go for the... And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. Going for the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The kickers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 53 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
What cheese? I don't know what happened, huh?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay,
They are seeing man to man.
You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It'll be over, huh?
Now it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets get the quick touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here.
Well,
this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What you do last night, man? Ignorant stuff.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 4.
Who is?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Oh.
Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
That's smart.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort.
Take a picture like I told y'all to do.
But it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
Oh, he going for X factor.
Calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Big stop, let's go.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
58 to Mike, 58. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. Bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
You got it, whatever you
with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You got a break on that, man.
I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Tighten up. 25. Go.
Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Crazy stuff
Those
right
passes
now.
out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing his Allen on 3rd. In a double coverage, and it's
Rookie guy, nice.
Picked off at the 38.
Irvin, something like that.
For Defensive Player of the Year. I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
Both does, huh?
And because of that, He's looking at a game today where in order to
tank
make
the
that
yo.
big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Man, they supposed to, man.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get
man.
up here sometimes. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Got me. Feeling like
it certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call.
Nina.
Give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back
feeling
to
like I never had to walk alone.
Watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye.
Mike, sound 80. 16. It's a party now. Hey, tight. We go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go now. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. He completes it to Jones. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
Oh, that was 4th down. Dang. Man, that was stupid. Hey. Yeah, that's my fault, I'm sure.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this
Nah, the tip pass, we ain't catching this. Come on, man.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime.
That's all I had.
Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll go again to Jones. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is
no doubt, no doubt.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks.
That's really all it is. I mean, I ain't just...
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ben Banagoo. And
we did that last year with 2K. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different for me.
10-yard line.
We left it alone. Yeah.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Check 3, check 1. That's right.
Now Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is in.
What y'all emphasizing, big dog?
From 3 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
You don't want your boy here. You want to miss the shot.
That's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
I don't know, bro.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Awesome, bro. That's cornerback.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Yeah, let him get a pick 6.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now. As this one's
still negotiating this contract way down here?
And no return on this one.
You must have been messing with him. Yeah.
And take it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so
Now,
cautious as to
trying to
just
take the
really
nigga
kick
helmet
things
off,
in,
man.
and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Moves with a second and 3.
Referee shouldn't stop that fight last night,
one
bro.
of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, McMillan. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But he ain't jump in and stopped it. Like, the fight was over when he stopped it, man.
That type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, tight. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan. And boy,
they said dude was down 4-0 on all the cards, bro.
He's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And some room to maneuver. 30, 10, 5. And he's going to take it in.
He was wobbly. He was.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown
I saw it on
And
Instagram.
the Steelers are able to get a score back.
A real good picture.
Up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
50 wants the mic. Hey, here we go.
They go play action with Jackson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And
this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Jackson, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he takes his... Just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
Why you hit up there 9 then for me, dog?
What the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that
groove. He ain't all the way moved on yet. He want to get it at 9 then.
Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't run it in.
I ain't got no room to say that about nobody.
You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Why would y'all put me in there?
Incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Why would they make me do that?
Number 16. Half 10. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike 16. Mike. Hey, Echo. Let's go. Hey, check it out.
Allen gonna throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Man, it ain't that many of, bro.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Out. 52. Twist. Watch the twist.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next
hopefully
drive.
he don't move like Wagner, though, bro.
The scoreboard speaks
like,
for
he
itself.
don't move nothing like Wagner.
When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
He moves like he's a defensive end or something out there.
Because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting out.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
31's the mic. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 31's the mic.
Even with Chark out there.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He completes this to Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Look. Hey, it's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 31's the mic.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Work to be done here.
Hey, man, get on my squad, man.
They go play action now. Jackson going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Jackson now throwing on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DJ Chark with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of
Stop
reach.
looking, bro.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
You see it.
Now after the
He brought the
touchdown,
safety all the way
it's Rockland
down.
to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
I guess he'd be putting them in man and bringing them down. I don't know what he's doing. Like baiting you to throw it over there to him, but he open anyway.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, and what's interesting is, what did
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check Mike. Switch up.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Going up top. And unable to connect.
I don't even remember what it was, man.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again. Now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
He be on the end. My ends be on the end on that.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Jackson now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, it's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Man, Garrett cost too much.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Check 31. Motion. He's coming. 5 wide.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I'm coming. Slam.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Right over there. Yeah. Right there. Hey, watch the screen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right.
What's your play?
Slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
What's your play? That flanker hit.
Go in the game.
You gotta be. Because I know you know about that run. Yeah, flanker hit.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
Oh!
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Steelers signal for the second.
Man, I gotta have some room to be able to do that.
As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Man, that's it.
The uprights,
oh, that's
and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the
he
touchdown,
already got some speed, too.
To kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What he said, in
Pittsburgh
the league.
offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
There's going to be a party when Russell Wilson retires. And he said in the NFC South. I said shoot in the NFL.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards
I'm just trying to get out of this game, man, with my stats. The stats I got.
Now Allen.
Oh, come on, man.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme.
He didn't do the right animation.
That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Hey.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt
No,
at all.
I
Heck,
didn't.
you might get a pass interference call.
Boy, you something else.
The ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the
That's
game.
Jan stuff right there. That ain't mine.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
Then he try to act like, oh, I just came over there. What? No, you did. Stop lying.
Someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Got a low pad. What? I keep hitting low when I want to hit high.
Let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.